Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Handoff running right. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. Now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. It's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Takes a quick catch. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Not able to connect. Incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And he goes down after a solid gain on the play. That's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Breaking free at the 35. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first-and-goal situation.
Looking to score with a run to the right. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on them. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Snags a quick throw. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Auburn. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
That's caught. It's Joseph. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Here comes the up-tempo offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense is coming after him. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and the football comes out, It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He's got a receiver wide open here. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
If you're going to throw the ball this close to your own goal line, you got to go to the quick game to get the ball out fast to give your quarterback a chance. Otherwise, consider running the football. Something different from sitting back and holding the ball and giving the defense a chance to come up with a big sack.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? The defense able to stop him at the 2.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT gives them a 10-point lead, 17-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. Tackle made after just a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the returner heads out of bounds. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a Pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. A solid run. Good for first down yardage.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back.
The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Second down now after the sack. He's going to hand this off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, that's a great effort here by the running back, but he's still a little bit short of the line to gain. Now we got a tough decision to make coming from the sideline.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Bringing pressure. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so second and 6. Quarterback operating an empty set. They look to throw it here on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Nice play to start the drive. They're near midfield here for first and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's got a man down the middle. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there, and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Still no answer for the passing game. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 11. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. And that is no good. Missed opportunity to make this a one-score game. Still losing by 11.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perkins. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Already a two-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And this pass is caught. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Running out of time in the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Unleashes the stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Look at him run through those tacklers. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
But these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's 4th and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Going to try to use his legs here. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Running it back, it's Reinbold. When he's got some space here. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock? That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Send the back in motion. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught out of the 15.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, a 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Tigers. Still no answer for this offense. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself. He just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Auburn offense back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Play action here on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the 1st down.
2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a short completion of the tight end. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to chuck it again. The pocket breaking down. He bought some time, now lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Garrett. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field.
Okay, ready?
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Let's go!
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is
intercepted in the end zone.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He'll hand it off. Finds room at the 30. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the same runner's got it again. Some hard running there through a tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Touchdown, Missouri. And this one is getting ugly. But they try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Auburn offense is back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Looks to his left and makes the completion. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. Fresh center down to the offense after that first down completion. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Missouri now in the red zone. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down play coming up. They'll use that running game trying to lead the clock here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown continues. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Looking right. This one caught. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. He's running out of time here, and he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Gets some space around the 30. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the 1st?
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. And there's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Missouri. And the route is on.
But they're going to score on the last play of the game. I think that's a combination of the offense just trying to work the clock. And the defense, they've already shut things down. They're in the locker room. They give up another touchdown.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.